Hello, this is Trevor. Today we're working on a request smuggling lab in Portswigger's Web Security Academy. It is explaining HTTP request smuggling to perform web cache deception. So there's a front end that doesn't support chunked encoding, and it's caching static resources. And we need to cause the next user's request their API key to be saved in the cache, then retrieve it and submit it as the solution. You will need to wait 30 seconds from accessing the lab before attempting to trick a victim into caching their API key. And we have our own credentials we can use to log in. The victim will act every few post requests. All right. Well, sounds interesting. So let's open up the lab. Please remember to like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I would appreciate that. So let's talk about what cache deception is. And it's going to be very similar to what we did in the last video where we did the poisoning, except for this time we want to capture their request and their information in the cache and have it stored so that we can go back, request that same cached file and receive their sensitive information, right? And normally, so this is going to be the API key, but we can probably get that. We'll see. We'll see what we can do to get that. We may be able to just get their session and then log in as them, or I don't know. Okay. So we do have a My Account. Let's go there to see what we have options for. Wiener Peter. Oh, okay. Sweet. So there's the API key. So if we can get them to request this page and have it be stored in the cache of some other page, then we can read their API key. So now we need to find some file that gets stored, that will get cached. All right. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do proxy. No, I'm good here. Whoops. I'm going to go here and do turn on burp. I'm going to request this page. And then I'm going to go and do all the stuff in this app. Except for, I'm not going to leave a comment, at least yet. Well, crap. I always say that, and I always end up doing it anyway. So whatever. We'll do it. And really what I'm trying to do is just hit everything. Make sure that I have it all back. All into, you know, the burp history. Nothing special there. And, okay, so we should have hit all the pages now. All right. So I'm going to go through these one by one, and I'm going to look for some cache headers from the server. I'm not going to care about anything with lab header in its name. So let's get started. And we want to find not just one, right? Well, one if there is only one, but we want to find every single one. Okay. So image tracking, we've got Xcache and age. So we're going to include that one. So let me go ahead and send this to repeater. We've got lab header. We don't care. Lab header. This is the JS tracking, which we already have. Academy. Avatar. We do have it here. So I'm going to send this to repeater. Academy Lab header, no. Post comment confirmation. Lab header. Images. This one. See, we got that. We already have the tracking. Those are lab headers. And those are Firefox ones. Okay, so we have a repeater. We have 3 targets, or possible targets. Sweet. Let's send this to repeater. So this will be our template for, or what we start with for the smuggling. And as before, I'm going to delete all this. I'm going to change this to post. And I'm going to do content length 3 transfer encoding chunked. Remember, it said that the front end doesn't handle transfer encoding. So I'm going to build it like CLT. So 0. And then let's do something that doesn't exist to see what we got going on. 1.1. And then we want their request to attach up here, right? So let's add a host and then something like foo x. And then when their request comes in, it'll go right there. And hopefully, well, let's try this. If their request is for one of these pages, like let's say that this is their request, this get line is going to attach right here. The front end is going to see, oh, this is a request for tracking.js. I better cache the results. And so it will cache the results from this query instead of the real file. And that's what we're trying to do. Okay, so let's, can we reorder this? Yeah. And let's send these 3, add tab to group. These are the chasers. And we're going to add these all to one group, like green is fine. So we're going to poison or, smuggle this request, wait a few seconds, and then smuggle these requests. Or no, send these requests. Check if any of them got a 404. And then do that a few times. Once we have it, we know that we're set up, and then we can try to get a different page. So let's try this out. Send. And then wait, 2, 3, 4, 5. Send group sequence. I probably don't need to wait. Oh, duplicate header names. Interesting. So that's got to be the host, right? So I'm going to delete that and try it again. So boom, boom. Not found. Hey, look at that. So boom, we just poisoned, or we did it against ourselves. Now we want to try to get, instead of for Trevor, we want to try to get that my account page, right? My account. And that should cache the results, because they'll be logged in. It should actually get their results and cache that. we can try it against ourselves to start. We need to add our session token. So let's do that here. Looks like it already was, which is cool. Okay. So now hopefully I'm going to send this and then send these, and hopefully one of these shows. Boom, there we go. It's exactly what we wanted. And this was the avatar default SVG. It could be any of these. This is just the one that it happened to be. But that's awesome. All right. So with that in mind, let's try to solve this. Perform web cache deception. Vim perform web cache deception.py. And we're going to take the template. Okay. What do we want to do? We want to send this request. Let's start there. So we need to use our stuff to send this, which is the request smuggling. Let's close this. Utils request smuggling. Request. Well, let's create. So let's define def send smuggled create request text. Create request text, and then here we need body host path. Body host path is fine. Content length is fine. Transfer encoding is fine. So we just need body and host. Sweet. And this will be the request text equals, and then we will send the request. Response equals send request smuggling.send request with RT and host. Okay, so we just need host here and return resp. I don't know if we'll need that, but request smuggling dot. Okay, we need to define body. Body equals. Oops. Body is going to be here to here, right? Yes. Okay. That looks good to me. We send it. So send smuggled request blog.host. And then we need to wait a few seconds and then get these 3 pages and then test them. So let's, how long do we wait? Wait. Should it be dynamic? Because, so each of these are going to have an age. Should we wait until all of them have cleared? and have the wait be dynamic. I don't know yet. Wait seconds equals 10. Let's try it with just 10 for now. So we want to send this time dot sleep wait seconds, and import time, and then we need to send chasers. Well, I want this to be a little bit more. I want it to figure out if we got it. I don't know. Test eval chasers. I don't know what that right thing is, but that's kind of what I wanted to do. Def eval chasers. So I want this to send all 3 of those requests and check if the output has what we want. So let's define the list chaser URLs equals. Let's do a list, and we'll copy. We don't need this, so we'll delete this to here. And this one to here. Okay. Let's see. We've got chaser URLs. So I want to do for URL for path in URL in chaser. It should be called chaser path. I don't like calling it chaser URLs because they're not the full URLs. Not yet. Path. So for path in URL equals host plus path. So we definitely need the host here. And we should just pass in the blog, because blog, we want to do blog.get response of the host and save that change word URL and save this as response equals, and then if your API key is in the response, if this in resp.text return resp. So that'll loop through 3 times, or however many we have. Check the response and then come back. Let's just do print. We'll do rest or log.debug resp.text. Okay. And then, so we want to do this. Let's send it, make sure it works. And then we'll make it loop. Python perform web cache deception. We want this here. -D. Yeah, sure. We don't have very many logs. Let's do log.info sending request smuggling request, and then sending here log.info sending chasers. Okay, should be it. Let's try it. Whoop, I messed up. Missing scheme, invalid. Oh, did I do blog.host somewhere? Yeah, right here. Base URL. Okay, so now we can do proxy and check. Why do we only have two? Which one are we missing? Why do I only see two? Avatar default, blog, SVG, and JS tracking. Whoops. Proxy. Avatar. So blog default. Where's that one? The hell? Oh, I did it. Oh, it must be. There it is. Why is there a get login? Oh, because we got a 302. Sorry. Okay. All right. Everything seems to be working. So we want to loop this. And I'm going to do while true. I know it's bad practice, and that's why I tried not to do it last time, but that just made it more difficult. So I'm going to do it. Call it bad. You don't have to maintain this code, so I'm okay with it. If resp, we'll do break. All right. So if this works out, all we need to do is extract the API from resp text and then submit that as a solution. Bing, bang, boom. This challenge will be donezo. We need to log info. Sleeping for wait seconds. F. All right. So it will do it every few posts. So we could go and try to trigger it again. Remember how we tried last time? Let's do def trigger victim blog. We could just do like requests dot post blog dot base URL and loop in that for x in range 6. Do this. Trigger victim. Let's try that. Oh, crap. Hey, we got it. That was awesome. Triggering the victim worked like gangbusters. All right. So we need this. I'm really happy with that. If resp break API key equals resp. All right, no. We want extract text. Remember we have that. Where is it though? Is it in utils or is it in like extract? Oh, it's right there. It's in utils. So let's do utils dot extract text and figure out what we need. We need pattern and text. The pattern will be single quote your API key is boom space div. Okay. And then the text resp.text. This should return the API key. Right? Right here. Pattern.search. Try. Yeah. Okay. So we want log.info API key is, and then as long as this works, we just got to submit it. Let's run this again. I don't know if we're going to get it like first time every time. That would be, I don't think that's realistic. We didn't get it the first time. We can log the ages on these requests. If we start running into long waits, that's something we could do. Start logging the age. Man, we got it so fast that last time. Well, since it's taking so long, I might as well write the last part, which I want to say submit Submit solution right there. So we need the solution, and that's it. So we can do blog.submit solution with the API key. And that will do that. So should we kill this off? We can do blog.isSolved. Might as well just kill this off. Should we do like send eval chasers log.debug age and this will be resp.headers.get age. Yeah, I'll just do that. Just so I have a little bit of an idea what's going on. We'll still do debug. But we know we know everything else works. So it's just the little details now. The cache is for 30 seconds, so age 17. I don't know what else to say. I think we can go over, do the recap of what we did. Well, we sent this post and smuggled this one. And then what we're trying to do is capture the store into the cache a request to get my account with the user information from the user. So what happens is their request for something, one of these URLs, something like that's not dangerous, blog svg avatar default svg tracking.js comes in. We've smuggled it and left the header open right here with foo-x. So their GET request attaches itself to here. On the front end, it sees their request to a cacheable resource, and whatever response it gets from that, it's going to cache it, right? So the back end sees this URL and not the URL intended, so it responds with the account information for the victim. The front end stores that caches that as the results from one of these cacheable resources. And then when we go through and go back and request each of these, we're checking, does this actually have the content of my account? If so, we want to grab the API key from that. And that's basically it. So this was a pretty straightforward one. Well, I say that now, and we haven't solved it yet, but assuming we solve it. Any second now. We don't need to worry about like screwing things up, because it's a 1-to-1. So we send one, the victim sends one, and it attaches here, and we each get one response. So we're not like, messing up the queue, so to speak, like we have in the past. So no worries there. Maybe 10 seconds was a bad idea. Maybe I don't think I messed up anything. Let's see how we're doing. Miss. I'm going to take off that try to trigger the victim stuff. Or lower it to 2. I'll wait till this time through. No, okay. Because we smuggle and then trigger right away. That should be. But we also don't want to. What if we smuggle and then, well, if 2 doesn't solve it pretty quick, we'll lower this to just 1. But we got age 0. So that means between when we, it had, the cache had expired. So when we requested it, set the cache. And then whatever, this time later it's set. So between when it was set and this time, the victim didn't do it. If we had, no. We just gotta wait. Maybe we can sleep for longer, like 30 seconds. It's gonna roll around here. You can see we're at 17, 18. As soon as we start getting a little bit higher, it's gonna happen. Now we're at 16, 17. Dang it. Let's wait. Let's change sleep to, I don't know, 15 seconds. Okay. Well, this is the boring part of the video. If you have any ideas of what I should do in times like these, let me know. I should reorder these. And should I go back to 6? Second guessing everything. Okay. This should be good. So we're about at the end. We'll have plenty of time. Shouldn't mess with it, right? I should just leave it how it is and just wait. Yeah, I'm not really good with that. How else could I improve this? I can make the weight be dynamic based on eval chasers. The previous eval chasers. So to do that, I would need to set an age and then return the lowest age here along with resp, or no, I need to and none or resp. And then here I would have to say sleep that seconds plus 1 minus 30. 30 minus that many seconds. Okay. Maybe. Nothing happens over the next like 5 minutes. Let's check. We know we didn't change any of the code that matters while doing this. So maybe I should try sleeping 1 before I do the post. Nah, shouldn't matter. This should not. This should only for like cause the victim to go, right? Because it said from accessing the lab. Yeah, that's fine. Every few post requests. So what's a few? If you have any ideas, let me know. I guess I'll just stop this video again and yeah, think about it and then wait. I'll start again a few seconds before it solves it. Okay. I got it. I don't know if you guys were seeing that. I was just trying to determine, I stopped it to try to determine how long it was taking to run through this whole thing. And it freaking solved it. So we got the admin API key, boom, submitted the solution, successfully submitted with the correct answer, checked solved, lab is solved. Freaking awesome. And I was just about to lower the wait seconds because I was worried that let's go to home, get our banner, boom. What I was worried about was, let's say that we did actually poison it, but we weren't checking in time before the cache expired. I didn't think about that. So I was trying to get some info about it. But whatever, we got it. That's why I was going to lower the wait seconds. Anyway, so let me just undo until, there we go. This is what it was at. We got it. Woo! All right. Yeah, so that's it. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much. Goodbye. Okay, so if you were, this is way after the video, but if you're still here and it's because you were looking at my code and yelling and saying that I was making it worse and worse each time, please realize that I understand now. I wrote this function just to test, and basically it did a bunch of, it let me figure out what I was doing wrong and why it took so long. And that I was shooting myself in the foot by trying to trigger the victim. And I really shouldn't have done that. I just should have sent the smuggled request multiple times. And that's what I figured out through my tests. So I think this should work first time now. And first time every time. And I hope that this is timed out now. Yep, it looks like it. Let me double. No, it's not. Whatever. It's not solved. I don't know why it's not timed out, but that's okay. Python perform web cache deception, and you can see not solved. We're going to do this, and we're going to get it first time. I hope. No, we didn't. Oh, and I also removed the other chasers because it turned out only that one mattered. Hey, we didn't get the first time, the second time, the third time. Oh, no. And we don't even sleep any. What's going on here? Why do we have logins? Get login. What? Oh. I think I am getting it. Am I? Ah, there we go. Solved it. So it took a little bit longer, but we did end up solving it. It wasn't the first time. I thought I had it on the first time. Well, it only took, what, a minute, less than a minute to solve it this time, where my first time through is freaking way too long. Anyway, this is what I did. I modified this so that we, while true here, we trigger the victim, which this is where I put the smuggled request. So we send the request smuggling 3 times, and then we wait, like I put it, wait 3 seconds, and then we eval the chasers, which I reduced to just that one, and then we do it again. And I should put, I know what I can do. I need eval chasers when I do get response right here. Allow redirects equals false. I think that'll make it better. Anyway, that's it. That's what I did. If you have any questions, I'm going to talk a little slow to see if we get it. No, we didn't get it right away. All right, I'll just wait. We got it in a minute last time. I should have a longer sleep, though, in between them. Like right before I try it. So, time dot sleep like 30. And I don't know if it still works after you solved it. It could be that it gets shut down. All right. Anyway, I'm going to end this video. Thanks. Bye. Okay, one last try to get it in one. This time, this should be timed out. Sweet. Okay. So, we'll access this. I added a sleep in the beginning, so it sleeps for 30 seconds before trying to smuggle. And I should get it in one. If this ever comes up. Please, please, come on. Okay. Here we go. Python perform web cache deception and paste. Let's get it in one. So we're going to sleep for 30 seconds and then we will smuggle. We'll wait 3 seconds and then eval. We'll check the cache. And everything works right, we'll get it on the first one. With the tracking GS. I wonder if when let's see. Yes. Woo. Got it. First time. All right, sweet. Bye.